You guys are flying. You're going over 100 miles an hour down the metro.
Now, please get a warning. Please. But if I was a cop and the person told me, I'll be like, I might have slapped him like, I want to give you.
I don't want to slap
so fucking bad. But you told me that your license,
here's my
just
thing,
got your license back. I ain't gonna get your license.
I've seen one too many bodies.
I promise I won't do it again.
I've seen one too many bodies, man. You know how many of those
If you haven't caught the latest, Young Thug's run-ins with the law aren't letting up. Even after walking free from jail, Atlanta police have kept a close eye on him. Not long after he opened up in an interview about his tension with Gunna, federal authorities seem to zero in on him once again, suggesting his legal saga is far from over.
I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
This all ties back to Young Thug's latest track, Money on Money featuring Future. It kicked off when Thug tweeted, "If you're a rapper and you're a rat, you got to just gospel." That post blew up, sparking a reply that read, "You're not even legally allowed to rap about gangster stuff anymore," pulling in over 100,000 likes and racking up 3 million views. The viral attention, unfortunately, didn't just bring fan engagement, it caught the eyes of law enforcement to dot in. Money on money, Thug doesn't hold back. He drops lines like, "Brody, you a rat, twin, you a pack," and "These guys tell him for nothing, and I got to be the one calling them friends," making it crystal clear he's no longer standing with Gunna. The tension isn't new. Back in 2022, when Gunna first took his plea deal, word is Young Thug found out in court and slammed his head against the desk in frustration. Fans are picking up on the risky pattern. One person summed it up: "No way Young Thug keeps rapping like this and stays out of jail." The same lyrics that keep fans locked in are the ones breaking his probation. Media personality DJ Akademiks had seen this coming. When news broke of Thug's release, Akademiks commented that the conditions of his plea deal felt like a trap, a setup aimed at pushing Thug right back behind bars. According to Akademiks, violating those terms could land Thug with a fresh 20-year sentence.
Some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or gang members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. Well, he's always gonna talk about him and his doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, "Yo, me is like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit." They might be like, "Oh no, you talking about again." So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play.
Things really escalated when a new report surfaced. Whack 100 claimed he's sitting on 2 full hours of footage showing Gunna in an interrogation room, allegedly giving up information on Young Thug. That revelation sent shockwaves through fans and the industry alike, fueling speculation that federal agents might already be gearing up for another round.
Gunna. Hey, Gunna, listen. I'm putting it together. I'm going to give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm going to give you some time, though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah. Guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
As the buzz around the situation intensified, DJ Akademiks added more fuel to the fire. He revealed that while Young Thug was still locked up, he made multiple phone calls to fellow rappers, warning them to steer clear of Gunna. This behind-the-scenes detail only deepened the public's sense that the rift between the two artists was real and far from over.
I think I miss you.
I miss you too. What you doing?
Nothing, bored. You don't like him?
No, if I'm up in the room.
Cause you was being mean. He felt your energy.
Man, I don't even play. I fly all the way to LA. Is that?
You ain't gonna touch him.
What's really making waves now is a sudden shift in focus. According to recent announcements, the head of Georgia's PD Council's gang unit publicly confirmed that his team is gearing up for a potential PF RICO case with Lil Baby's name turning up in official paperwork. Things got even more serious during a court hearing today. While on the stand, an investigator referred to as Investigator V confirmed that wiretapped phone calls are part of the evidence. One of those calls allegedly hinted that Lil Baby might have placed bounties on certain individuals, tickets, on people's heads, as they put it. The suggestion, Lil Baby could be tied to a murder-for-hire situation, a charge eerily similar to the ones Lil Durk has faced in the past.
Are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Durk, Baby. There's a few other rappers I just won't call their names. Just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not fucking with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like you're trying to really jump and work with Gunna.
Not long after the news broke, reactions from fellow rappers and fans started pouring in. First Young Thug, now Lil Baby. Atlanta's DA is running the same play again. Warnings spread across social media, telling Atlanta artists to stay sharp. The district attorney targeting Lil Baby is the very same one who led the charge against Young Thug. Things escalated fast. A fresh update confirmed Lil Baby was taken into county custody for questioning linked to the deaths of Jackaty Davis and Layman Freeman. Police are reportedly looking into why Baby's business closed at exactly 4 p.m., suspiciously close to the time of the crime. It's another layer in what's starting to look like a full-on crackdown on Atlanta's rap scene.
Like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders.
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by a price? What do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested? And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people on.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
Lil Baby recently made headlines by announcing the official shutdown of his label, for PF for Pockets Full, revealing it was a strategic move to avoid it being classified as a street-affiliated organization. In his own words, Baby explained that he hadn't fully understood early on how other people's actions could legally come back on him. At first, I didn't know how all this worked. I wouldn't have even gone that route if I did. Now that I get it, I'd be a fool to keep things running the same way. They're trying to turn something into what it's not. If I have any control over it, I'm changing everything up not just because of police, but for real life too. Meanwhile, in a surprising turn, Gunna's lawyer stepped in to address public backlash. Though he clarified he wasn't speaking officially on Gunna's behalf anymore, he aimed to clear the air, stating bluntly, Gunna didn't cooperate. Didn't say or do anything that affected Thug's case. The lawyer detailed that Gunna entered an Alford plea, essentially pleading guilty, while maintaining innocence, which led to his release after 8 months. He emphasized Gunna wasn't called as a witness in Thug's trial, wasn't subject to probation, and faced no travel or living restrictions. While Gunna was touring globally, Young Thug eventually pled guilty under different terms, ending up with 15 years probation and strict conditions, including being banned from living in Atlanta. Despite those facts, public opinion hasn't let go. A viral tweet summed up why many believe bridges between Gunna, Thug, and Baby are permanently burned. Once y'all see the full consequences of Gunna's snitching, you'll get why Thug and Baby can't mess with him anymore. Baby's now being blamed for 2 deaths. That's because, according to the Atlanta Police Department, Lil Baby's actions may have sparked a chain of violence. During a press conference, Major Ralph announced 7 arrests tied to the deaths of Jackaty Davis and Lamont Freeman, linking them to a gang feud allegedly triggered by a shooting at Lil Baby's music video shoot last May. The police didn't mince words. Major Ralph called out Baby directly, accusing him of knowingly filming on rival turf. A cowardly act by an Atlanta rapper who chose to shoot a video in a neighborhood he knew he shouldn't have been in. As a result, 2 children lost their lives. Tragically, Lamont Freeman was just 13 years old. Major Ralph stressed the investigation would continue until everyone responsible was held accountable. Adding an unsettling layer to it all, footage surfaced of a woman live streaming from the video shoot location, revealing Baby's presence to his rivals. "Where y'all at? We over here kicking it. Lil Baby shooting a video around here. You know how we do." That post allegedly tipped off the opposing gang, setting off the chain of violence that followed. "There he go. Y'all see him. Came to grab some tacos." That offhand moment, streamed live to Facebook, set everything in motion. According to police reports, Lil Baby's rivals hadn't even known he was filming in that area until that video went public. Moments later, the opposing crew showed up armed, and things spiraled. What's especially serious is how federal authorities now see Lil Baby as part of a larger pattern. Just a week after that incident, Baby was arrested on a separate charge, carrying a concealed firearm without a permit. He was booked at Clark County Detention Center, held on $5,000 bail. During his arrest, footage caught Baby arguing with officers. Frustrated, "Y'all locking me up for something I got a license for. Security, call the number for me. I pay 200 bands a year for security." But according to DJ Academics, this is more than just random bad luck. On a recent stream, Academics revealed that 4PF Lil Baby's now defunct label had been showing up in federal evidence files alongside YSL, long before any of this came to light. Academics shared, "I heard how it's going down first, YSL, then others. I won't say names, but if you know Atlanta rap, you can guess. 3 letters. Top 3 in the game." He claimed that while local DA Fani Willis focused on YSL and YFN, there were always plans to eventually circle back to 4PF. The feds reportedly signaled they'd take over the case from state authorities when it came to 4PF, explaining why charges weren't pursued as aggressively at first. Academics even pointed out that similar things happened with Lil Durk. Authorities allegedly held off because they believed federal charges would eventually stick better than local ones. In his words, "You notice how Lil Baby's been moving? It's because he knows. He's been under county and state watch until now. With YSL's case winding down, Lil Baby's next." Meanwhile, public opinion is tearing into Gona again. Many fans argue that his earlier plea deal in the YSL case opened the door for this kind of scrutiny to shift toward Lil Baby. The sentiment online is, if Gunna hadn't taken that deal, Baby wouldn't be in this position. To top it off, things have gotten so routine that even minor charges now spark headlines. Official footage recently surfaced showing Baby pulled over for illegal window tints. The officer asked, "You know why I pulled you over? These windows, man, you can't see nothing." To which Baby responded, clearly annoyed, "Man, I'm a celebrity. Nobody can see me. That's the point." For fans and observers, it's starting to feel like the walls are closing in a slow, steady buildup, pointing toward a bigger case in the works. During what seemed like a routine traffic stop, Lil Baby found himself in another tense encounter with police. Officers pulled him over for illegal window tints, leading to a back and forth caught on bodycam footage. Baby pushed back, saying, "Man, I'm a celebrity. I gotta have tints folk crazy out here. Just give me my ticket, let me go home. I can't have nobody seeing me like this." The officer replied calmly, explaining the rules, asking him to sign the ticket. Baby identified himself clearly, "My name, Lil Baby," before the encounter wrapped up. But things didn't end there. According to reports, the situation escalated when just minutes later, Baby was stopped again, this time resulting in his arrest. Strangely enough, the bodycam footage from the first stop was said to be corrupted, raising more eyebrows among fans already feeling like Baby was being unfairly targeted. Fortunately for Baby, he didn't spend long behind bars. That same night, he reached out to his legal team, who immediately flew in on a private jet to get him released. For many watching from the outside, it felt less like a random series of traffic stops and more like mounting pressure from law enforcement, part of a larger pattern of scrutiny around Atlanta's rap scene.